Meh.
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 Alexa, turn off
It's
his
a
lights
grey
on.
Tuesday night.
Office isn't responding.
Piss off.
Please check its network connection and power supply.
I'm sorry, Dave. I just can't do that.
Now, we just have to establish Chandler is here because his clock is still on 9 o'clock because he hasn't put his clock back. That's why he's on time.
Hang on.
You promised not to tell anyone that.
Is it true that the Americans are a week behind us?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Lindsay was supposed to have a meeting this evening,
Yeah.
and they're claiming their clocks don't change until next week.
Google it.
No. They're still in October. It's not November until next week for them.
Right.
That's what it is. They put it a month back.
What? Okay, maybe they change in a week, but still, I thought you meant they were like a week behind, like maybe mentally, but who knows?
Good evening, Alex. Mr. Payne, good evening, sir. Gareth, with no surname, good evening, Squire. Philip, good to see you. How you doing? Matt, good evening, sir. Lump, always nice to see you. Mr. Emery, good evening. And my stream list isn't up to date, so if I've missed you, my apologies. My apologies.
Wait. Did you just call him Philip? Philip. He sounds so young when you put it like that.
Do you know he's got a brother called Terence?
No.
Wait, what?
Really? Phil, you have a brother named Terence?
No.
No.
How great would that be, though?
That would be awesome. Oh, Lord. Good evening.
I've done it.
Has this time scale just completely abused everyone? I feel like, in fact, I actually crawled out of bed to do this. I went, put Darcy down, sat on the bed, put some American shit on the TV. Next thing I know, I snores, wake myself up. It's like, better get up.
It wasn't just me then that had a bit of a dose.
No.
I just dozed off when Kelly got back from work, and I went, I'll just have 10 more minutes.
That was 3 hours ago.
And it was 7:15. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell?
I noticed your Facebook. I clicked on your messenger. It was like last seen 3 hours ago. It's like,
yeah. Guess what happened?
game over.
Oh my god. Oh dear. All right, let me pop the link in the messenger that I just turned off.
Has anyone else succumbed to the central heating
What do you mean succumb to the central heating?
and put it on?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, central heating's on.
I only have the decentralized heating on.
You
Kaz, did you just
you have
stick your
decentralized heating, haven't you?
Thanks
Did-
for the
did-
sub, David. Appreciate that,
Did
buddy.
did your central heating leave Europe as well then?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Oh
No, I do. Yeah, I do have central heating.
What?
I do have central heating. Not everyone here has central heating,
Oh, okay.
so it's fairly common, but still.
What? So each. What? Surely your heating's centralised, isn't it?
We have a lot, but a lot also have like they use the what's it called the old-fashioned stoves, but the newer ones, the fireplace thingies.
Oh, like the Argos.
Yeah.
that's a bit
My
posh.
father's house, he had like a gas thingy, and then he didn't have gas. But his supply for the house was gas, and then he used his wood stove oven to literally warm up the entire first floor.
I'm sat with a radiator literally to my right. Literally. And I've got a hoodie on as well. And I sweat when I take a shit, let alone... I huff and puff when I put my socks on. I break sweat. Anyway,
It's been quite warm today because I've been outside cutting a hedge most of the day. Yay! That is actually worse than cutting the grass. It's
One more
been
skiing.
sunny. It's been nice.
Warm. It's been
Where
fucking
the hell have you
freezing
been?
here. Yes, then Markski Wagwan, bro.
Bear brethrens.
Yeah. In
Okay.
it, bro.
Everything's bare sick, famalam.
Yeah.
You gets me.
Is
Nah, I don't do Roadman.
You don't do what?
I don't do Roadman.
I don't do any Northern Town. What was
you
that?
think
That
that-
was that Hale and Pace?
No.
It was
Evening,
Hale
Murray.
and Pace. I don't do any Northern Town.
I don't do any Northern Town. I can't remember what it was though. I don't do whatever it was.
evening and
Oh.
for love of God.
Oh, whatever happened to Hale and Pace?
They were on they were on an episode of Benidorm.
Ooh,
Were they?
that's the running.
Fabulous.
No. They were on as a pair of coppers. Getting cooler. I just went into the garden to go to the bin, and I swear to God, it's starting to freeze over.
It's nuts.
What hell?
Well, that is my back garden, yeah.
Come on, it has been warmer today though. Sun's been out. We're chucking it down yesterday. It was horrendous. I had to go outside and unblock the guttering in the pissing rain. That was fun.
And you're saying it was warm?
No, that was cold. But today it was all right. Probably because I was doing exercise with the thing, doing the.
So you're moving. That's why. Then suddenly you. Okay.
If I was, it certainly isn't sit down on a chair with a beer weather. No.
I'm with you, Alex. It was like 2 degrees. It was took kids to school this morning. I think it was 4. What would that have been? 8:30. But I suppose the further south you go, the warmer it gets.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So it's warmer here. That's why.
But wait, no. And Matt's car has frozen apparently.
His car was frozen. I've just got a vision of his car in a block of ice.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like saying. I'm guessing you mean your Windows,
Yeah.
and not the
Probably.
operating system, but.
Yeah, the car was just like.
Imagine IT support. My Windows is frozen.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Have you tried restarting the PC?
Hairdryer often works.
We have a lot of fun with that on work because most people on my work, they aren't comfortable with using English and contacting the global service desk. They always they write it like they would say it, and they use like what they call it, which is, describe the email. No, we just call it that inbox thingy. Okay, maybe you have to tell little Dan over in Manila, like more specific, not just my inbox. So, never mind. Where did Chandler go?
He's fact off. Huh. Sorry, Dale. It's fucking Baltic out there.
Yeah. It's like 40 degrees, something like that. Fahrenheit.
What's it saying? It's saying 5 degrees on my screen. Lindsay says 6, so
I'm further in the house than you are.
yeah.
But you're closer to the radiator.
So I should be 6.
Now you're more like an 8.
Yeah. Where the fuck is Chandler gone? Oh, here he
I
is.
ain't gone nowhere. I'm here. It's all right. Sorry, minor family emergency. There was this faint little knock at the door, and I think I've left my tablet in there. I'm like, All right, then I'll get it for you.
It wasn't followed by Avon calling.
Oh.
I feel old.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't want to say anything because I knew what you meant.
And Lump, fuck off. And I walked into a vape shop today and bought juice.
With no discount.
Well, no, I can just buy juice. They can't.
Where's Lump?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm being
Is
a
Lump-
bitch.
Is Lump in Oz or something?
Yeah.
Man.
Well, to be fair, he actually can,
What?
just not with nicotine in it.
My other question is, Lump, what are you doing up so early, for crying out loud?
Schedule 4.
Anyway, there you go. Ugh.
You've got to wait a few minutes. It takes a while to circumvent the globe.
What temperature does VG freeze at? Didn't we discuss this last week regarding freezer versus
VG
fridge?
doesn't actually solidify.
VG certainly doesn't freeze in a freezer.
No.
Neither does PG. PG's better because VG's thicker. It just goes all gloopy when you put it in the freezer. So I'm assuming VG would probably freeze first.
What is its freezing point? Minus 38.
What's PG's freezing
Fahrenheit
point?
or-
Minus 59.
Told ya!
What did you say? 59?
No, I just said that VG would freeze first. But there you go.
Yeah.
See, I did GCSE chemistry.
Was it Bill who was talking about GCSEs or something?
Mm.
Never mind.
Phil never did a GCSE, I swear. Phil won't have done a GCSE, I'm sure.
That was before O levels.
Mark.
Me? You know what? I've just spent a few minutes like staring at my shelf thinking, I really ought to grab something and use something more interesting than what I have been for the past however long.
No?
But
Why?
let's go with it. The tech mod and whatever that's called. The Fev. Blasting out a touch of H Blue from 88 Vape.
Very nice. Hey, what? H Blue. Oh, that's the Heisenberger like.
Kirstenberg.
Very nice.
On the Eisenberg.
And that's a bit sad, really. That's all I've really got to add to. I'm contemplating putting something cloudy in the AI app, but I can't be asked. Can't be asked. Fancy something new. Fancy something different. I don't know
No,
what.
you just bought a lot of new shit. Okay,
Have
it
I?
was all side by side and fabs, but still.
Yeah, I fancy something. I don't know. I'm just a bit bored.
Yeah.
Do you not get bored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why we end up buying shit.
What shit that we don't need?
Yeah, and the trouble is, what tends to happen when I do that is I buy shit, go, yeah, it's really nice, and I go back to the old shit I was using in the first place.
Exhibit A.
Yeah.
I can't be asked, Matt. It means building and cleaning and
Crack out a mech tube.
ain't nobody got time for that. You know what?
You
I
can just
actually-
use
Every
EUC
now and
coil
again.
on a mech tube. EUC coil, or put a baby beast or something on it.
Every now and again, though, every now and again, you have to do dripping, don't you? Just
just
Nah.
to see if it still works.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
you
Like
really
I
don't.
I set that up and I set my recoil RDA up about a fortnight ago. I used it for about 2 or 3 days and then went, yeah, okay, done with that now.
I built. I don't know if it was last show, the Churchill, or it might have been an evening, and I sat clouding, and I got into bed and my chest was rattling like fuck. Honest to God.
I find that the other way around if I've been mouth to lung in a lot. Why does that happen?
Mine literally. I got into bed and I could hear my lungs. It was
Yeah,
like,
no.
well, to be fair, it was 0.1. I did get through about 15 ml of juice in the evening. But yeah, I could literally. I'm sure I could hear the vapor, the liquid on my chest. But hey ho, I've not bear clouded since. Hey, another news. I'm a bit late to the party, but I
You got a look from Lindsay.
Yeah, what?
she's just staring at me and it's freaking me out. What do you want?
Where's that post-it note?
Where's that post-it note?
There's a post-it note. Does it tell you to please pass me this post-it note on it or something? That would be
What was I
funny.
saying? Oh yeah, a bit late to the party, but
Yeah.
I invested in 1.13 million.
Shiba? What?
Shiba Itsu Duja
What?
coins today.
What are they?
How
well,
much is that? Is that in quid? 10 quid or something?
50 something.
Oh, is this another cryptocurrency?
Yeah, but
Oh, I thought it was. I saw you posted that. I thought it was something like the I don't know, Yugoslavian yen or something that had just really plummeted in value, and you went, "Look, I'm a millionaire." I didn't know what you were doing.
one, did Yugoslavia ever actually use a yen? And two, Yugoslavia doesn't even exist anymore, does it?
No, that was the point.
That's what makes the currency rare, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you Deutschmark, you could. I think you can pick them up for a song at the moment. But,
Well, actually, no. The Deutschmarks are rare, so.
okay, right,
There
okay.
you go, Marksky. I'm doing a
I've
charity.
still got a few.
Charity sponsored walk to raise awareness for a charity. Can I post the link? Yes, if you're being sincere. Although I fear there's a punchline coming.
Yeah.
I just look. I'm just intrigued as to the. He's doing a charity sponsored walk to raise awareness for a charity.
Please feel
I
free
just-
to bop the link in.
Yeah, throw the link in. I've got a feeling it's going to be funny.
Yeah, come.
Cool. So
You
yeah,
watch it. You watch. It's going to be straight now.
so yeah, other than 1.13 for billet box users, so we can get that.
Great. Yeah. That'd be good.
That's a
some
worthy
more-
charity. Crack on. Give us the link.
Some more
I'll put in.
billet box gear would be great.
Yeah. So that's me. Let's do Chandler.
So I've got a pod system, as Mark just mentioned. I've got my. I've redone my mouth to lungy thing today. Cubics, because Cubics. This is all I use for mouth to lung, and I've been through that entire pod today. That was full, so I've basically mouth to lung today.
Whilst trimming your bush.
Yeah, whilst trimming my bush, because I don't want the neighbours thinking that the bush is on fire. Yeah, could be the parable of the burning bush all over again. It's like what? And I've got. It's like I'm feeling bad for this now. Mark skis going on, and I've got my unicorn poo with the boxer, and I did have half an hour where I played about with some juice again, and I've got a sour apple and cherry in there.
How much of that stuff I gave you did you actually bin?
So far, none of it.
None of it.
None of it at all, because I'm a tight bastard. I'm like 50% of it are those bottles that have just got the little initials on, and I actually don't really know what half of it is, so it's going to be fun working out what some of them are. I think VC, I think you're right, vanilla custard.
I guess so with VC.
Yeah. But yeah, some of them are fun. I haven't tried any of them yet. I've just stuck with the stuff that I knew what it is. So I've used some of the. There was a big bottle of sour. How much sour should you put in? Ish.
Not an awful lot.
I didn't think so. I put 1% in.
That's probably quite high, but hey, go with it.
That's probably high. I was going to say it tastes all right. It tastes spot on. I'm like, this is the first time I've mixed something.
And next time you do it, put some rainbow sherbet in with it as well.
Some rainbow sherbet in as well. Ooh.
A bit.
How much? About a mil of that as well? 1% of that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. I'll give that a go. But yeah, basically I had, you know those, the squashies. Do you know the squashies? The sweets, squashy drumstick squashies. Yeah. The kids were going, oh, I don't like these. These are sweeties I've got from Halloween, and I don't like these. And there was some cherry and apple and cherry sour squashies, and I went, I'm sure in that box that's in the garage, I've got juice that can make this up. And I did. I'm quite pleased. First time I've made something that was actually vapeable on first go that I've not had to tweak. But there you go. And just because I've actually got something sensible that's not a billet box. Andrew Wiltz, is Andrew on YouTube? Because
he just stepped in. Hi Andrew.
Hey. Hi Andrew, he sent me this. So nice. Hang on, I have to hold it sideways so it fits in. So the Vapor Giant. That's actually the Vapor Giant Mini. Would you believe? With a Vapor Giant drip tip on it on the Danny box.
Oh, those subtle Germans.
So yeah, literally, if I hold it upright, it doesn't fit in shot. Oh, just if I pull it back a bit. There you go. So there you go. That's what I'm vaping on. It's a fantastic flavour tank. The only thing is, it's a complete pig to refill because you have to use a screwdriver to screw it in, and otherwise, yeah, you close the chain, but there's a bell cap in there. Mm-hmm. You have to close the juice flow. That screws in, so you need to use a screwdriver in the top, which closes the juice flow before you fill it up. If you fill it up without doing that, which I did do the other day because I forgot, and it just pisses juice out of the air holes at the bottom. Mm-hmm. But there you go. But other than that, bloody brilliant. Martin, what are you chuffing on?
I actually charged the blue Caliburn this week, so
you've got a Caliburn? Really?
Yeah, it's the blue one still working. I thought it was actually dead, but still working fine. And with the ever so new Just Juice Mango Passion Fruit. But the reason I dug out the blue one for you, Chandler, is because I got something else blue on Thursday.
He's blue.
Which is the Blue Noct.
Very nice. So you've now got a borrowed device.
Yeah.
Again.
Just got one
again.
Mob Mini, Italy cap. Thank you, Ben. That cap was a gift from Mr. Vapes.
Very nice.
So yeah, it came Rome. It didn't come home. And put some. Where is it? Another classic. Also maybe because I still have like 10 bottles of it. Wick Liquor Miyako.
Has anyone tried the new Wick Liquor yet?
It seems like it's a sour one. Was it apple sour thingy? So the Banshee, I'm gonna skip that. I tried the other original Wick Liquors. Didn't quite like the Contra and so on.
Did you not?
They didn't. No,
I didn't mind the Contra when it first came out. Take Callum, good to see you, buddy. I'm sure that they changed Contra because I used to really enjoy it, and I've either vaped it to death and can't vape it no more. But there's Contra, and there was another one that I liked as well. Contra, and either way, there was another one.
Boulevard.
Boulevard, that's it. That's it. And I can't vape either of them now. Whether I vape them to death. Is there... That's a question for you. Sorry to interrupt your vape time. Is there a juice that you vaped the shit out of and you cannot vape anymore? You can't vape it anymore?
No. I even tried the other day putting it in the Imperia, and it's just too cold for me now. I don't know how I've vaped this solely, and by now that when I like a juice, I pretty much vape only that. I don't fluff around that much, but I can't vape this anymore. It's literally too cold. I still have another full bottle because I stocked up back in the day.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
What about you, Chandler?
I used to vape nothing but Heisenberg, and then I had a moment where, I could just. Well, I had Heisenberg in the cubics before I've managed a week on it before getting fed up with it, whereas it used to just be I only went out and bought Heisenberg. That was it.
You see, for me, mine is Akina.
Oh, the Akina.
Akina was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
It was my crack. It was like crack, and then something happened, and I just couldn't vape it anymore.
It just went.
It just went. It wasn't. It didn't taste any different. It tasted exactly the same, but it actually started to turn my stomach.
Weird. I like Akina. I've still got a
Using
bottle.
Vapor's stomach, not Vapor's tongue, but Vapor's stomach.
Vapor's stomach.
Yeah, weird.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. But that's me. Those two setups, and
Yeah, you want to hear something funny?
are we going on the dad jokes again?
Nah.
Yeah, no, go on.
Something real funny.
Something real funny. So, for my wee bit of news this week, Geek Bar announces factory closures. You ready?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Geek Bar says it's been instrumental in closing down 7 counterfeit factories in China over the past 6 weeks. Is it just me that finds that hilarious?
Geek Vape
Like okay,
have shut down.
factories. That's what we call like a bathtub operation, I guess. I don't mean they didn't close down huge factories.
Let me guess, were they making Geek Bars by any chance?
I guess so. The disposable vape manufacturer worked alongside Chinese police to remove over 100,000, and you ready for this word? Counterfeit vapes, originally destined for the UK. They say these will all be destroyed.
Oh, that's brilliant. So these disposable vapes are going to get disposed before having even been used.
But the irony is, the Chinese closing down counterfeit factories. I didn't think there was a word for counterfeit in the Chinese language.
Not in China.
They didn't pay the protection money. That's why they're counterfeit.
Oh, so the police probably went in and with Geek Vape going, right, no, you got to stop this. You got to stop this. You mustn't do this anymore. Don't ever do it again. We're going to take these. We're going to dispose of them. We'll bring them back in a minute when these lot have gone. So don't do it again. All right.
Yeah, and it was in that accent, of course. They said it.
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah.
Policeman for Wales.
Yeah, they'll gone in, slapped them on the wrist, confiscated the product, and brought it back 2 days later.
Sold it back.
Have you seen the price?
Yeah, probably.
You seen the price of fags gone up this week?
Yeah, was it 13, 14, 16, something like that?
£13.60 for premium.
Joking.
Premium. An extra 88 pence in duty's gone on them this week. Well, end of last week, wasn't it?
But didn't some high brands go up until 16 or something like that? I think I saw a price. Like
Quite possibly. Yeah, I gave up smoking when cigarettes hit a £5.
Back in Sterling
basically-
days.
Yeah, I basically, you know, as soon as my brand hit a fiver, it was like, yeah, that's it. So I went for another brand, and then that hit a fiver, and I'm like, shit. So I went to the
Then you went
cheapy
on
ones.
to vaping, which
Then I
is
went to
much
Lambert and
expensive.
Butler. Then I went on to Rollies.
Scuttler and Butler.
Oh, Scuttler and Butler.
Do you remember Sovereign?
Yes, had them as well. Yeah, you
They
could have
started
Sovereign
off at-
black or white.
They started off at $2.50, didn't they? $2.49 when they first come out
Yeah,
for 20
they were
cigarettes.
$2.50 a packet. Yeah.
We're a long way off that now, aren't we? I genuinely, despite what I spend on what I do, I don't think I couldn't afford to smoke. I couldn't. Can you imagine setting fire to 13 quid's worth of nothing every day? Right. I know it's an addiction and everything, but
Yeah.
it's like crack, isn't it? You're like, I've never really thought of it like this.
Mhm.
You take something, you put it in your mouth, you suck it, it makes you feel good for a few minutes. Behave.
Are you talking about a few minutes? How long do you last?
A few minutes.
Yeah, pretty much sums it up, really, doesn't it?
Just that you're talking minutes plural. That's crazy.
Did you know Michael Barrymore never kept any ashtrays when he smoked?
Really? Why not?
Why not, Mark?
Michael Barrymore, didn't someone die in his pool? Crack? Oh, I don't know.
Come on.
I'm sure there's going to be a pun somewhere. It's Mark's,
Yeah.
isn't it?
We'll wait for it. Come on, Mark.
Oh, okay. I'm looking. I can't do it. Oh, okay. So I didn't realise it was in chat, that one.
Yeah, but I
Did you know?
I couldn't justify setting fire to money.
Well,
That much
Wow.
money.
not setting fire, but basically, this is kind of the same.
No, because because this still has a residual value.
Okay, then let's put in disposables then. Same
Except a
shit.
bottle of juice doesn't.
A bottle of juice doesn't cost me £13 a day.
Well, this is true.
No, but okay, is it 13 or 1.3? You know, it's for some
Yeah.
13 isn't anything.
No,
you
no,
know?
no, it's-
There are people out there who are like,
It's true, but I suppose is it any different to a can of Stella that you end up just pissing against the wall?
oh, don't go down that road, Channel. That's a dangerous
Does it
one.
cost me 13 quid a
No,
day?
right.
Yeah.
Plus, you get a headache the next
18,
day.
you know, how much for a crate?
Imagine buying something to set it on fire just to inhale the chemicals, lol. Nuts, eh? It's true.
Absolutely bonkers. What idiot would do that? Man.
Which leads us nicely on to, are you all prepared to see Dinner Lady being given out by the NHS? Are we all ready? Because the
God.
MHRA is ready for submissions. Ready for submissions. You'll be able to get your vape. How do we feel
As long
about
as
that?
it's not, as long as it's not, mind. It depends whether they do it like the FDA, where because they have to get each individual device.
No, that's the PMTA.
assessed,
That's
don't they?
just being it being approved to even sell. That's like getting something approved to sell. as a
Chandler,
vape
the
device.
tanks over here have to go through that.
But
To be
explain
TPD
this to me
compliant, you
because
have to send off the hardware, and it has to behave in a certain way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
but the NHS going into this in this way, please just explain this to me because are they gonna literally prescribe something that you can already go and get? Isn't the usual thing regarding a prescription is that you can't get it in the pharmacy unless your doctor has prescribed it? But a vape you can go and get anyway. So what's the difference?
Sorry, Matt, you're a fucking wrong one.
What? What? Oh, has he pinged something?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, no,
Those of
that's
you that
weird.
those of you that don't know Matt,
No.
Matt likes to drink alcoholic milkshakes and shit, and he's drinking fucking prawn juice or something tonight.
Prawn flavored beer.
What the?
It's
hell,
like,
man?
what? That's just nuts. That's just insane.
But anyway, how do we feel?
Yeah. Well, no.
But besides the fact that they're like even more endorsing it than they already did before, I presume. What's the idea of prescription?
The point of the prescription is they can prescribe you paracetamol, for example, which you can get quite happily. The point of the prescription is it costs you a fixed price. So what is it? It's about a tenner now, isn't it?
Is it? I thought it was about $8.20 last time I went.
It was £9 something when I last had to pay for one.
So
putting those, the prescription actually means that they're gonna actually pay something.
So
Like,
if you have a prescription, doesn't matter how much the medicine costs, you pay £10 for your medicine.
So
that's something like you could get paracetamol prescribed for you, but you can go into the pharmacy and buy it for 50p.
It's cheaper than a prescription.
Because that's not how prescriptions work here. You need something prescribed, then you take the prescription to the pharmacy, and then you pay. There's no set fee or anything.
No, it's a fixed on the NHS. It's a fixed price that you pay. So yeah, like if it was a cancer drug that costs £20,000, you don't pay 20. You pay a tenner.
Okay, then it makes sense.
But so that's what they do. And obviously, some things you can't buy over the counter.
You can't get a prescription without a doctor's signature.
No.
Shut up, Martsky. We've already had this argument before we started tonight.
Yeah, fuck off. I like the fact that if I moved to Scotland, I'd still have to pay for my prescriptions.
Of course you would, but it'd come out of the
Evening, Giddy.
Shut up. Leave it. Prescriptions are free for your benefits. Yeah. So you get a free vape. Plus the fact that depending on the device, I suppose, you would get a vape device for a tenner. Depending on what it is that you get with your prescription, you might get a device and some liquid or whatever. But the way I see it, it's a good way of those people that wouldn't go into a vape shop. So 98-year-old Doris or whatever. If they go into a vape shop and they've got the array of, I know I mentioned it. I try to remember whether I mentioned this on the podcast or last week. So in a vape shop, you've got shelves and shelves of juice, and then you've got cabinets filled with squonkers, disposables, pod systems, mods, and a TFV big baby beast 4060. Vast array of choice, and at least with a prescription, it's like, here you go. This is what's going to stop you vaping, smoking.
Right. So when she goes to see Dr. Dave, right? She goes in to see Dr. Dave, and he'll sit her down and he'll go, right then, Doris. So we need to get you off the cigarettes. What I suggest is Bear Clouds, bro. Get yourselves a 0.2, running at about 80 watts. And I'm going to start you off at 6 milligram. 6 milligram, that should do you well. If you feel a bit of tightening in the chest, then dial 111. And what we'll do, we'll arrange for. And do you have to go to Boots to get it?
I'm sorry, that's funny. Could you
imagine? Don't the doctors in UK already suggest trying vaping to stop quitting?
Yeah. Smoking cessation, and you can get patches and gum and all that jazz on the NHS already.
Yeah. So again, it's cheaper to get the prescription than it is to buy the patches yourself, but you could.
So that depends because and at what Mark said about it, the dinner lady going in, they will want something uniform that will go into the prescription. They're not gonna say every vape is gonna be 10 quid. They will need some kind of standard device, I presume.
You see,
gonna
I
be-
think
and-
what's
and
going to happen is
The NHS would obviously, because obviously the NHS is going to buy the devices, because obviously a cancer drug that costs £20,000, someone pays the £20,000. So if it's more than the cost, then NHS foot it.
so your doctor can suggest that you need a Moab.
That
you
could
have
be
to do
good.
You have to go into a vape group, then you have to wait, and then you wait, and then you wait a little more, and then you wait.
Can
And
you
then
imagine?
maybe in a randomizer you get a Moab. Then you stop smoking.
Could you imagine though when it comes to payment? It's like PayPal. No. Just I'm getting this on prescription. I'll give you a tenner and just contact the NHS for the rest.
yeah, just go there.
It'll be fine.
He's paying.
Do you reckon they put numbers on for you? I'll have 6, 7, and 14.
Chandler,
Here's
we should
my
try this
prescription.
with stew. We should order a custom one with stew and just NHS are paying.
Yeah, it's NHS. I've
Ask
got
them for
me.
the 300 quid.
Yeah. I've got my prescription charge. If you want it, I've got a piece of paper from my doctor.
I just can't work out how. I think I know the way it's going to go. I honestly believe it's going to be you'll go in and you'll get a week or 2 weeks worth of disposables.
Yeah.
It'll either be disposables or a closed system pod, like the Vape pen.
Yeah, Vape views.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that sort of thing. Yes. Or it's going to be the C4 cartomizers with an ego pen.
Ooh.
But the thing is, I think right. The problem is, as soon as they start prescribing anything that might need maintenance, they're going to fall into problems.
And warranty and shit. Like even something as small as this, it's still it's a device that laugh now, tax later. Huh?
No, I think that's what'll happen. We're going to end up with a shit ton of geek bars that have fallen out of a factory. That's where they're coming from. I've worked it out. So they've gone into these
Chinese. These are
counterfeit factories.
bastards. That's
and
what
our
was
Prime
supplying our
Ministers-
NHS.
Our Prime Minister is getting it is. Given how the NHS is in crisis, it'll definitely be an 888 vape. Come on, Diddy.
DJ Vape.
You'll wait till
DJ
Christmas.
Vape supplying it for him. You know.
And link to watch video. Me.
It used to be. I don't know if it is anymore, but it used to be that it was a ridiculous percentage of nurses smoked. I think like the national average for smokers was something like 17%. This is going back a few years when I smoked. The national average was at about 17% for smokers, and the average for nurses was in the 40s.
Yeah.
Percentage wise, there was almost if you were a nurse, it was either 50-50 whether you smoked or not.
I think if I was a nurse, I'd smoke. Sexy as fuck, isn't it? That
Well,
uniform
yeah.
and a-
Oh, nurses' uniforms stood at the front of the I haven't seen any recently, but they all used to be stood at the either at the front or outside at the back of the hospital in a nurse's uniform having a fag.
So my dad is actually a semi-retired anesthesiologist, and back when you had like the Ciggy likes thingy where it lit up in the end, and the little cartridges that were like the same color as the filter. So what are we, 10 years ago, something like that?
Yeah, because that's
He
what I started on
using
10
that
years ago.
to stop smoking. He was like 2-pack a day, and he literally once went into an operating room where the guy was being put into anesthesiology, like with that thing in his mouth, and they were like horrified because they thought it was a cigarette. They were like lost for words. How can you even think of smoking in an operating room? Like he was like, it's just vapor.
Am I right in saying that Crude Dead Monkeys, Paul?
Yeah, it is. The
We've had a name
Blumpkin kind
change.
of. Yeah.
So yeah.
No, but definitely it's gonna be views, vibe, whatever. Maybe
Look,
even Juul.
I think that obviously we often fall into a trap as vapors that we think that everyone who smokes should vape, but the ultimate goal for most smokers is they want to quit. So there's only going to be a handful of them that are going to turn into hobbyist vapors. So long as they've got, I mean, even if it's a C4 cartomizer, I mean that bloody worked. It stopped me smoking.
Yeah, but the thing is, with the submission process, you will need a company that's going to go in, as Mark says, and submit and offer at a wholesale whatever price, and say we're going to supply with 50,000 or 100,000 or at I don't know, £1, £2, whatever. They're going to do everything they can to take market share, of course, and the big tobacco ones, they have the money to do that. Where we don't care if we lose money the first 3 years. It's about keeping people addicted.
Yeah, Matt's just put most smokers don't want to quit. I'm not sure about most, but I know that was me. I felt that I ought to quit because everyone was telling me I ought to quit, and I knew that I should quit. But when vaping came in, it was a case of I could still smoke, but I'm not smoking anymore. So yeah, when I started, Kelly said, she says, not too keen on you doing the vaping because all you're going to do is substitute that for that. And she's right, because I haven't quit vaping, but certainly better than smoking.
Just a heads up, next week we're going to be reviewing some alternate systems.
We're going to give suggestions to the NHS.
We are. So next week... Next week we've got nicotine toothpicks. They're 3 milligram and they're sweet whiskey flavoured. So
nice.
That's actually not a bad idea.
There we go.
We should actually reach out to like BAT, Philip Morris. Say, can you send us some testers? We'll review it and so you can use the review in your submission for NHS.
Nicotine crisps.
Nicotine crisps.
What about the nicotine condoms?
Zip more, smoke less. There we go. Right, where are we going next? Shall we do a Chandler? Shall we do a Chandler's Wombling Adventures?
No, let's do the U first. That's a quick small bit.
I want to do you.
The U.
No,
the Unific. The Unific.
Number one.
Not a borrow device. Yeah. So.
Another one that doesn't resize their images.
The Greek masterminds over at Umods have launched a new device which looks a lot like Mark Ski's favorite cryptic, and it's an RBA. What's it a bridge mod with a tank. So it's a tank that takes bridges. 18650 DNA 60. It's a 23 millimeter tank. You can put your own tank in there if you suddenly want to put in your Imperial or whatever, your Fab. The tank itself without a bridge has 8 mil capacity. Next picture is
without a bridge.
It's
just gonna if you just try and fill it up without a bridge, it's just gonna piss out the hole at the bottom.
That's just the information they give, like to give an idea, because it depends which bridge you put in there.
Yeah.
Like how much capacity it takes up.
I think up
picture,
to
you have a
8 mil, isn't it?
You have a Delro on the right, you have the Cryptic on the left, and then the Unific on in the middle. It's just for size comparison. So it's a quite little nifty thingy. I've heard that VWM, which they are good friends with, they've been in on the design of the tank. And they've done pretty well with the Imperia and Oh, I forgot the other one. Mark, the one you have.
Integra.
Integra, yeah. And of course, all the next gen era, etc. So yeah. Marsky, where is the fire button? I haven't been able to.
Yeah,
find it
trying
in
to
any-
work out the fire button. This is now where we have to wait for Twitch to catch up. So Marksky can tell us where the fire button is.
Last picture is just 3 examples of some well-known bridges that fit in there and how they fit in there. So,
It's
Vape Shell.
It's these square bridges that don't. What was there was another tank a few about a year or two back, and those square bridges just wouldn't fit in it.
Yeah, that was they fit in the Abyss.
No, prior to the Abyss, it was a
Arch.
RDA like this.
Arch.
Yeah.
Limelight. Yeah, but they had the 24, which then could fit it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so on the top, like a freehand.
Limelight Arch. There we go. That's right. It's
Yeah.
Limelight. Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't see the point. I really don't.
it's just their take on the whole Boro thingy. I presume they are saying that they're not gonna make it in wood as they did with the Cryptic. They're gonna do it in Delrin and in Juma and in MacArthur. So that's gonna be available.
MacArthur.
No idea on the pricing yet.
Marksky will be all over that on the MacArthur.
I like the way that Matt's typo completely changed the meaning of the sentence that you wrote.
It was a hit tank.
It was a hit tank. Oh yeah, no, sorry, I meant shit.
We also
Evening, Johan.
I'm assuming you meant the arch.
Yeah.
we also don't know if you've seen, this was announced just before we went live. The Wicket.
Wicket?
The Wicket AIO.
Oh, I'm waiting for the picture. Come on, Twitch.
Oh yeah, but why that color picture? Ugh.
They're only renders, they're not.
Oh.
Oh, and they've gone for Ultim. Because you have to have an Ultim version, obviously.
You see these images,
looks-
when I drop them on the screen, they just fit perfectly.
Yeah?
It's because they're resized.
Okay, so do we have to do a 1080 by whatever?
Channel. What he's never thought about is he hasn't told us what size he wants
Nope.
them in, so it's impossible for us to resize them.
I've got no idea. It would do,
Yeah, so-
these just happened to come down at the right size.
Oh, it was pure fluke. All right, okay, fair enough. Oh, it does look like it's liquid gold, doesn't it?
No, more like a urine sample. As they
Okay,
said.
fair. Yeah,
I don't like that front panel.
it's not going to be. It's not going to be particularly cheap, is it? If it's Limelight.
I don't know. Limelight are pretty reasonable, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty reasonable.
Okay. Is that a normal borrow that it's taking there?
Yeah.
So it's a normal borrow.
And what's in on the picture is the tank that we featured a couple of weeks ago, a couple of shows ago. The one where you could adjust the airflow thingy with a little pin.
Oh, okay. 21700, I'd guess.
Yeah.
Looking at the fact they've got the borrow sideways.
What sideways?
Well, compared to a billet.
Well, there are a lot of front-facing
Yeah.
for devices that are still 18650. So
Yeah. Oh, it's even got a USB port hidden behind the battery. Ah, that's clever because that means you cannot charge the battery with it. Good thinking.
Yeah.
I like that. That is literally just for board upgrades, firmware updates.
Yeah.
That's genius.
there's your tank, and the airflow is. I like that it's not open on the sides, which is just the case of many of these front-facing ones that it's just literally open on the sides.
Mm.
And it's actually enclosed, but they've made room for air intake.
And it doesn't have a cover over the borrow. The borrow just obviously pressure fit and no cover in front of the borrow.
Oh yeah, there's going to be entire front cover.
Oh, there's going to be an entire front cover that goes over
Yeah,
the
it was in the
switches and
first
everything.
picture. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
did I miss that? Sorry. I thought that was how it looked.
No, I think Mark is going back. Yeah, there it is. There you see it.
Sorry, Mark, making you go back. Oh, right. Okay, I'm with you. Okay, cool.
I like the drip tip.
It's actually an interesting looking thing, to be fair, if it's not too expensive. It's tempting.
You see, the thing is with these guys is they've made some good stuff, but they've also made a lot of shit, haven't they?
Mark, yeah, how can you say borrows are making life harder? And then you mentioned the Keo, which is brand new. Is that because you know the owner?
Unless it's like he's right. If you've got a traditional bridge, like the ones that you showed that were in the tank, you can't do anything with your coil without emptying the tank.
Yeah.
So like the CO you can,
The
with
vape snail you can.
boxer vape snail you can.
Plenty.
Yeah. But they are a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I quite like them.
We can just all go back to EUC cords. That's so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Go for coil of the week.
Kind of.
Wait! Oh, me. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, coil of the week.
That's all you're getting because I'm not resizing it. If you can't be asked to resize it, then neither can I.
Oh yeah, I didn't put it down to smaller size, did I? There we go. Coil of the week. Look at that. How good's that? It's a Fralian. Yeah. And okay, what is weird about that picture?
The leg in the middle.
The legs in the middle. I'm assuming it's two coils next to each other, but yeah, I looked at that and went, "Why is the leg in the middle?" But it's nice, clean coil. I don't know how many strands he's got inside there.
Who's looking better,
Quite a few. So there you go. I saw a Fralian.
Cold, cold heart. Hard done by you. Sorry, she's got music on and I can hear music.
Oh, okay. I just wonder.
I'm guessing from the title of this one, we're going down the Mobro.
Oh, yes. There you go. It is the 1st of November. Oh, shit. Why is it that one? Oh, that's all right. I cropped them all. I must have missed that one. Sorry.
That's all right.
There you go.
You also missed O2 out as well.
Yeah, I think I missed 07 out as well, but hey-ho. So, it is the 1st of November. So, officially, it is Movember. So, who is growing a tash?
Me.
Wait, you can't go. Does that mean you're just going to shave the beard off?
No.
You need to clean shave, Mark, and you're not going to do that.
You need to take the beard off and have a tash.
No.
To get, because at the moment you've got a full beard.
Yeah. But I will grow my tash. It's
Along with
inevitable.
everything else. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm not arguing.
I've done. I think I shared the photo, didn't I, in our Friday nights? I actually did a monkey tail a few years ago.
He's just cracked my joke.
Looks like me.
I was going to say, I saw it on Instagram. I thought it was Markski.
Really?
Don't you think so?
Really?
Just put a hat on him.
You can put a hat on him and a Supreme hoodie and a pair of Yeezys. It still wouldn't look like him.
You don't think? No, it's just me.
And
No.
him.
So yeah, I've been there. I've done that. I get it. and I've supported it for many, 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 many years. And I'm not saying not to support it. I'm just saying when you work from home, the whole fun of it is sharing it, and be wasted on me.
To be honest, Ding is gonna kill you if you clean shave to start off.
Who? What?
Ding is gonna kill you if you clean shave.
My daughter does not speak to me.
She
if
hates
if
it.
I shave, if I even if I've been to the barber's and he's taken like, I don't know, a
inches?
centimetre off it, she'll walk in, she'll be like, "You've had your beard trimmed." like I need to ask permission from a 6-year-old to have my beard trimmed.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, I know. I she went a week without talking to me because I shaved my beard off.
Oof.
It was lovely.
Until it's
So, right, next.
number 4. So we mentioned the Mob Mini. So Vapor Bay have done a Vapor Bay edition. They've got their own mob, and 140 quid is available on the website. It went live yesterday.
Are you sure they still got them?
Limited edition. When I took that picture, there was one left. So if you want one, there's one left.
Oh, Alex is saying there's one left.
Yeah, there is still one left. Okay. Yeah. Sell it quick before I buy it. So basically what this is to advertise, promote the one left that they've got, so somebody buys it, not me, because I can't afford it.
Don't forget to use the code VTUK for absolutely fuck all off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 20% on top.
Yeah, you have 20% on top. There you go. Plus shippage. But it does look cool, doesn't it? I do like the Mob Mini. There was a drop for the Mob from Monarchy over the weekend.
Yeah, I'm still disappointed.
I know you are disappointed. I went on. I even opened the dock and went through it, and I'm like, all I wanted was the what do they call it? The shorty drip tip.
The midget.
The midget. That's the one.
Oh, midget, and you get to put it in your mouth.
I wanted. Yeah. Mark's excited.
Chandler, when you're finished with it, can I borrow your midget?
Well, I wanted the midget drip tip, but I knew that if I was going to go, it was 35 euros, so that's just under 30 quid. I thought, yeah, I can go with that. I knew it wouldn't be. I would be ending up with a mob to go with, and it's like, no, I'm going to have to wait for the drop when I've got cash.
Who knows? They have said that maybe this was the last mob drop. Who knows? But
I heard Vapor
Don't
Bay.
say that, Martin.
Vapor Bay have got another collab coming up, haven't they, with Kangatech?
Really?
I saw photos. It's true. I'm sure Alex will confirm. But yeah, a Kangatech collab.
Is it that squonky thing? I so want one of them.
Alex, I wish. That's my dream.
Kangatech.
Many. Right. Number 5. Oh look, let's make this one bigger. I'm sure we did this last week, didn't we?
I don't know. Did you? Did I miss this?
no.
Was I not paying attention? This is. I named that file so I could remember what it was called.
VSC.
VSC mod. This is a VSC mod. I saw this on Facebook. It is a mech borrow tank, basically.
Are you sure it's a Mac? That looks very much like a screen.
Yep.
Is that a screen?
Yep.
Damn it! It's got a screen.
I mean, the size of it doesn't make sense for it to only be a Mac.
Hang on. Journalism at its finest.
Huh? No,
Ooh.
Paul,
Oh, I
it's
can
not
do
an
a Chad.
ion clone.
What?
Oh.
Oh, you do. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Trouble is, I'm nowhere near my microphone. You can't hear me. Oh dear. I do like the Chad. Very good. So that you just needed to kind of get cut out so you could hang your nose over the top. What? No mods?
What? No mobs?
No mobs. I quite liked the look of this. That's not a render. That's actually what it looks like. Because I thought it was a render. But they're all Cerakoted boxes.
Oh yeah, are they? That looks 3D printed gash to me.
No, it's a Cerakoted metal. It's a metal box.
It's a Cerakoted alumide.
Yeah. I don't know what's underneath, but it's metal underneath. Because I went on the group and they were showing how it's all made. They do a mech one, which is probably why I thought that was a mech. Because
You could be right. It just doesn't make sense. Then they would have just stopped just underneath the.
I suppose trouble is even if because that's the fire button. Obviously, down. I'm waving my mouse over the screen, like over my Twitch, like you can see. But just up there. You've now taken the photo away, but the switch is at the bottom. But if you do a mech, if you do a mech one, then you've still got that space underneath anyway, haven't you?
I don't know what we're looking at.
That square black thing on the left-hand side.
That's the fire button.
That's the fire button.
Yeah.
So, anyway, there you go. I saw that and I actually thought, hey, it's quite cool. I thought Martin might like it. I have no idea how much they are, but they're from Japan. They're Japanese. Oh my god.
Saw it, didn't quite like it.
Oh, okay. Ugh. Never mind finding a borrowed device, hoping to get Martin's eyes to pop out of his head, and he's like, nah. One of these days, I'll find one that you haven't seen, and you'll go,
No.
No, doubt it somehow, somewhere or other.
Yeah, it's not a bad device. I don't agree on the fire button, but that's just my preference. Not being on the bottom section of the device, and I'm afraid that some might, where the way you hold it, you would close off the airflow from the side, because I even do that from time to time with how I hold the knock.
Yeah.
I don't want to upset Phil, did he? Sorry.
Phil is sleeping.
Is he?
Philip, are you awake?
Why would you upset him? Oh, I see why you would upset him. Yep. You know, I have days where he was asleep, but then this came on and it's like,
Next. Right, you've got to play guess what it is.
Guess what is?
This.
Oh, because it's massive and you've got to make it smaller again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my billet because I took a fancy picture of it and I just thought I would share. I'd stripped down the cubics completely and cleaned it.
You can see that.
I had to because I'd been vaping Heisenberg in there, and I wanted to change my flavour to because I've put shaky apple into it. And if you do not clean something thoroughly, after you've had Heisenberg in it, it still tastes like Heisenberg. So I've stripped it completely. It was ridiculously easy to do. To clean everything. There's all the bits, as you can slowly see. And I put a brand new coil in. And thanks to Paul, he threw in a couple of mouth to lung coils.
Do they still do those coils? I quite fancy giving them a try.
The nature vapes.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. These intrigued me because it was like three fused Claptons. I'm like, mouth to lung fused Claptons? Surely not. So I've given it a go. 1.6 ohm. That's what it read on my mod. It read 1.15 when I installed it, and in my tank it is 1.17. So they are bang on. Technically, they're the wrong way. They're wrapped the wrong way round for the cubics. But I crossed the legs over onto the other side of the screw, and it worked. It fitted in actually, so it was cool. So yeah, this is the first time I've got anything other than a single core, either a round wire or a single core Clapton as a mouth to lung, and yeah, it's very good.
Very nice.
And after doing that, it still tastes faintly of Heisenberg. I'm gutted.
Of course it does.
Bastard. There you go.
Get some denture tablets.
Does that do it? I'll try it. Yeah. It'll fade. Give it another tank full and it'll be gone. But yeah, just a slight hint. Hey, next one. Next one is the
Piss.
Evo 2.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Lord.
What? Come on, it's awesome.
How would someone endorse the Evo 2 after all the shit show with the Evo 1?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the shit show that was with that was the Evo 1.
Like the people who waited like 9 months or 10 months to get a crappy, shitty product?
Yes, I do remember the Evo 1 the Evo came out just before the Abyss, didn't it? And people, that's right, I do remember now.
No, it was released about 9 months before then, but yeah.
Yeah, people paid 9 months before, or at least some did.
But and then when they got it, they weren't overly happy with it, if I remember right.
Well,
it doesn't look a huge amount different to the first one, other than you've got these. The first one was all the one I saw was all Ultim, whereas this has got the black framework around it. And very similar to the Abyss.
does it look like that airflow opening is something you can swap out for bigger, smaller ones?
I don't know. I mean, this is it. I tried to find, because it's Stymie mods that are bringing this out. Is that who did it originally? I don't know. I'm trying.
The first Evo from 67 mods, other than the people who had paid like 9-10 months in advance that were just kept in the dark and shit like that. They were leaky. They were breaking easily. I've heard of at least a handful of situations where, when it then quickly broke, the customer service regarding it was horrific. Yeah, stuff like that. So basically,
I'm not 100%, but I think this is a collab compared to the first one, because it's Stymie. Because it's Stymie mods that I mean, Mark Todd. This is I got this from Mark Todd's Instagram, and it's all I've seen about it. I couldn't find it on any on Stymie mods Instagram. or anything else. And in one of the comments, it was, "Have you got it from whatever?" He said, "No, this has come straight from Stymie." So I think it's a collab, but I'm not sure. Either way.
I know.
Either
I know.
way.
We had one of the V1s come to Hatters, and we must have resold it like 3 or 4 times. It just kept coming back. No one wanted it.
Really? So someone bought it and went, it came back again. Ouch. Ouch. That is never good when that happens.
Plus, we sold more. At least a handful came through us pretty much right after people got them because it was just so bad. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could probably gloss over the next one, Mark.
Let's bring it in.
Because
it's already been mentioned.
I spotted this on the old Insta as well. You mods. I don't know if you know,
this
but
week I was faster than you.
Yeah, you were. So I don't know if you know, Martin, but you mods have done a tank that takes
really?
borrows. Yeah.
Oh, really? Are they going to sell it separately?
Well, I didn't know about the mod. I'd only found the tank, so obviously they are going to be selling the tank on its own. So yeah, there you go. If you want to vape your favorite bridge on your Danny box.
No, I prefer those horrid Boro tanks that you have to slide a window on off and empty the tank. That's what I prefer.
Yeah, well, these will be top fill, so you'll be able to unscrew the top.
Too easy. It's
In
too easy.
the top.
I know a top fill. Wake up.
So there you go. I spotted the same U mods that Martin did. So Martin beat me this week.
Yeah, you beat me last.
Which is
week.
cool. I like this. We're good. I think we need to make this regular to see what we actually do spot.
Why didn't you bring
same.
the mod? Did you bring the mod I sent you?
Wait, what?
With the ingenious button placement?
Oh, did you send me a pic? You did send me a picture, and I completely forgot about that.
Never mind.
Next
week. So we're playing games now with Squid. Funko Pops. Chandler.
Yeah, I thought you'd like this. There you go, Funko. Sorry. I spotted this. This came up on my as an advert, yep. And I instantly thought Martin because I've been watching Squid Games. Don't tell me because I haven't finished them yet.
Based
no
on
spoilers.
Based on the insignia on his face, what level is that?
Stop! I don't even know what that means. So you're spoiling it already, Mark.
He's one up. I know the triangles are the gophers.
Stop! I've tried watching it, but in the start they were then speaking Korean. Then I switched it to the dubbed, and I just again couldn't get around the delay, the dubbing. I've been suggested to actually watch it in Korean, then have English subtitles, but I haven't gotten to that point yet.
I think we mentioned this before. I often have subtitles on because I have it quiet. There's often noise in the background, and I'm sorry, but the dubbed version does my tits in because they changed the dialogue. Whoever translated the subtitles didn't translate the. They didn't. They had someone else translated the script. Which I can't blame them for because they often change the meaning. Some of the phrases that you know what they mean, but it's not something that you would say in English. But anyway, hey ho. So I thought you'd like that, Martin. Squid Games, Bobble.
I think they're going to be available in 2 or 3 months. I've saw they're up for pre-order.
Pre-order? Yeah.
No, not gonna. No.
No, not gonna. No.
Have enough.
Okay. All right. Fair play. And there you go. That's what I've seen on Tinterwebs this week.
You're gonna have to bear with me because I think I've lost my overlay for
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I have a
Black or brown or grizzly.
browser new.
General Andrew says he thought you'd have to bin those tanks or only use Hissenberg.
Yeah, that is. I ought to buy a Cubics that's Heisenberg specific.
Well, for the price of a Cubics, it would make sense.
Why not? To be fair, but yeah, unfortunately, I get, as I said earlier, I get a craving for Heisenberg now and again. I made it up for Kelly to have, and tried it and went, "Ooh, actually, this is really nice." But then it only lasts a week, and then I'm like, "Yeah, done with this," and I need something else, and I had the urge for shaky apple.
Right, let's do some
Right.
vape. Sal.
No.
Bin.
Bin. Now the
tell
first
me-
one I don't even know the name of. I just found it and thought, ooh, Chandler might like that. Looks cool. It's it's a Ziggy lighter thingy with a little rebuildable inside.
It's a squonky.
I've got no clue if it's worth a lot or nothing
It's
or
a squonky.
yeah.
Oh,
18350.
freaking hell! I want one of those. Jeez.
Why is everyone vaping it?
Oh, hang on. I've just enlarged it to look at it.
Does the word 18350 mean anything to you?
I don't care. It's a
With a
Zippo.
dual coil.
This is I went. I walking through Barnsley. Went past one of the shops. You know the old cigarette shops. They've got Zippos in the window, and I can't help myself. I'm stood there looking at it, going, "Oh, look at that Zippo! Look at that! I loved Zippos when I smoked."
The
Right,
smell
right.
of the cigarette.
Can I-
Yeah.
Can
And
I
the- and the-
ask? That's drip tip. Is that a piece of flex on there? So
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
close, what the fuck?
You close it and it folds down onto that little cup catch.
I'm
I
sorry,
don't
there's not enough threes in this world.
I'm sorry. That is amazing.
You mean that's ingenious?
Seriously.
That's so smart.
If anyone knows, bloody hell. Okay, who's done dual coil build with an 18350?
Matt.
No, I'm just looking at the deck on it. It's got a dual coil build on there. That is nuts. It's a dual coil deck. No way.
And look at how small the cap is compared to where the coils sit.
It just
It's
doesn't
really,
work.
Yeah.
it's like a slam cap for lower.
It is like a slam cap.
That needs angle grinding. Did he?
Oh, I'm sorry. If anyone's got one, please. I don't care. I want one. You could do a single coil build in there and blank off to the side.
Mm.
It ain't gonna mouth too long though, is it? Not without airflow cap.
And I'm sure then that tube, when it starts to melt, is going to taste lovely.
I think
probably
they
is.
include like 10 and then you can just change them.
Oh,
I can't believe.
look, it is ingenious. Come on, be honest.
It's quite
Matt,
smart.
you let down. All of you. All of you can get in the bin.
Seriously, that is a vape. I love it. Well done, Martin. That is awesome.
Thanks to Google. It is a
Oh.
vape.
Brilliant.
Fuck.
Next one is a little pod device I found called the Voopoo Panda. I've got no idea what it does.
A Voopoo Panda.
It just looked dinky.
It reminds me of the penguin.
Yeah, don't they all those round thingies once?
The Voopoo Panda. Oh my god. Oh, it does look like a panda. The white and black one.
Yeah.
Fire button on one side, spout on the other.
Oh, I'll try it then. Thanks, Matt. Matt says apparently they are okay.
interesting looking thing. It's a kind of a yeah. I'm assuming it's a internal lipo kind of thing.
Matthew. I'm not sure that counted, did he?
Oh, sorry. That made me giggle way more than it should have done. But there.
I think what we've done is with Vape Cell bin, we've turned people. People used to be so critical, and now they just expect shit. They vote for shit.
Sometimes we are surprised. Sometimes we're surprised by things that get thrown straight in the bin, or things that get vaped,
true.
or vice versa. So
Interesting. It'll be interesting to see what else they vote negatively on, because
we ought to have another option, because that could be the NHS subscription. Could you imagine?
could
could you imagine someone like Aspire trying to submit a request?
oh, they will do, won't they?
Yeah.
I think they should, rather than I reckon it should be something like that rather than blinking a Vibe.
The next one
pen or
would
whatever.
be, as far as I know, quite unobtainable. It's a connoisseur item. It's a handlebar with a kangaroo sub-tank.
I've seen this. The vaping biker had one of these,
Yeah, well, Mark Todd also has one. So.
and they are awesome. Because the bit with the screen, that's the that's the reservoir for the hydraulic, be it clutch or brake or whatever.
Because that is brake, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it depends which hand. Your right hand's the brake, your left hand's the clutch.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
That looks like a right hand.
it is that way round, but
It doesn't look as though that's the throttle either, does it?
right hand would be the throttle. So right hand brake, throttle.
Yeah. But that doesn't look like a throttle, does it?
No. Twist grip, wouldn't it?
Diddy, you can demand all you want.
But yeah, if you turn that around to be a left hand, the hydraulic reservoir is on the wrong side, isn't
Do the
it?
Europeans have the handles on the wrong way?
You just you just twist them around.
Do the Europeans
So we
have them on the opposite
we sit on the
hand?
opposite side of
Yeah.
the motorcycle.
Yeah, you have to change your mirrors and everything.
Yeah. The ball league. we drive motorcycles backwards, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know someone. You know that you probably don't. One of the bikes, Triumph, had twin headlights.
Mm-hmm.
So the Speed Triple had twin headlights. For whatever reason, in the UK, you had one headlight was your dip beam, and the other headlight was full beam. They could both do both, but for some reason, one was the other. You could set them up so they did both. But one of my mates went to Europe a lot. He used to tour Europe. So he basically got set a switch up on his handlebars. So one headlight did European, and the other headlight was UK string, because obviously you got different angles on your headlights. That was really boring. But I was mild. I was just quite. Yeah, when he showed it me, I was like, "Oh, it's
What
quite
did
cool."
they end up as, Mark? Cell or vape?
That was a bin.
Oh, that was a bit. Really?
A bin for a handlebar?
Oh, no. No, there were only like 2 bins. 3 bins.
No, it was definitely a bin.
No, you don't bin that.
Hmm.
Or if you
Okay,
do,
well-
I'm the one rummaging around in the bin to fish it out again.
Next one up is 21700 mech mod, also in the connoisseur category. It's called the Pharaoh.
I think we've had this before. Do you remember when we used to do Wall of Shame?
Oh,
we
yeah.
might have had this before.
The boner board.
The boner board.
But it does also exist in the 18650 version, so that could have been the one we've had on. So yeah, that's the kind of device that you literally put on the shelf as a display piece, I would say, in some way.
That's the one where you have that pirate RDA on the top. Do you remember
Now,
that one? Where that
I'm just gonna say, for the people that are gonna sell this, when I found it at $59, so it's not something that's worth a lot at all.
Hang on. And everyone's been in this, but they'll quite happily vape a chunk of plastic from Vape.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to photo number 6, Martin, because I think I know where it's going. But irony, you mark my words.
Yeah, totally.
Irony? Can you imagine picking the polish out of that? Oh my god.
I read that as Polish. I was like, why? What, eh?
Why are we picking Polish people out of a mod?
I completely misread it. You really are,
it
mate.
is a Pharaoh mod.
Hang on, I'll be back in a sec.
Has Chandler got a shell suit on? And
Maybe.
them trousers look shell suity. So can we safely say that is going in the poubelle?
Pretty much.
Poubelle.
I'm surprised nobody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sell this" before they heard the price. Of course.
You could tell it's cheap Chinese shit.
Oh. I've
Sorry,
seen expensive European shit that looks exactly the same. So, what's the difference?
Sorry, I ran out of beer.
Next one up is sort of like you call a repost, but it's from last week's show. It's the V-Pawn Tita mod. The Tita. .aio style mod. And you get free choice between either the white or the black with the nice looking.
Is it real carbon fibre or is it stuck on?
No clue. Let's just say real.
That's sticky fibre.
Well, it is like an entire plate, so.
What was the price point on it? Do you remember?
No, we didn't. I don't think we
Don't know
found
yet.
a price. Even Matt has like literally signed up as stalking the people who make them and like looking in the windows, but he hasn't figured out anything yet. He's definitely getting that, right, Matt?
$90.
It just doesn't take. It doesn't take. Yeah, my burrow tank won't fit in it, so
Nope.
get in the bloody bin.
Is it me or does it look the white one look like a C90?
C90 cassette.
Yeah, exactly.
P90.
A C90 is a cassette.
It's an audio
I was
cassette.
gonna say I'm not that old. I don't understand the reference.
Yeah, right.
Says you.
Oh dear.
Hey, David. Good evening, sir.
So, oh come on. So you're telling me you don't remember the times when you used to just get that lovely because the ribbon that used to go inside, they grew
used
it
to
on
have
trees.
I had cassettes.
Yeah, they used to grow it on trees at the side of the road. For some reason, I think it must be an endangered species. I haven't seen any of those trees with those ribbons on recently.
No. That we used to find them near our porn bush
Oh, yeah.
on the wreckage. And you all know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the porn lending library as children. You'd all. Anyway. And David's dumped that just because of the carbon fibre. I'm in between. I don't know if I'd. You know what? I'd give it a 2. I'd go that far to give it a 2. The only thing I don't like about it is it looks like a nice size with a C90, but on the Betamax it stood on, I'm not such a fan.
I'm assuming that the bottom one is the same thing. The one on the top just looks narrower,
It's been angled
doesn't
nicely,
it?
hasn't it?
Yeah. Just the angle that it's on. The one at the top looks slim, whereas when you see it, yeah.
Mick, ironically, he's still got all his cassette tapes, no players. My daughter, they've got what's called chatterboxes at school, and they bring home the box with like activities in. They've got to do like a homework thing, and she's come home, and it's got a DVD in the box. we've got hundreds of DVDs, just no DVD player. Put it in the PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah, PlayStation will do it. That'll do HD. That'll do Blu-rays as well. That's what I used to. My father-in-law gave me a Blu-ray player. Doesn't work.
Yeah. That's a vape then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Must
Chicken
be. We
tea.
have a bin and a vape over on YouTube. So. No, a bin and a cell actually.
Right, I'm interested to see what these fucking reprobates decide on this.
So the next one is a new, another rendition of a collaboration between Ambition Mods and Sandbox. As far as I can find information of, it's just called the 2.0 box mod. So yeah, another borrow device, cheapish, with their own proprietary. What's it called?
Oh, so this isn't Aspire. This is with Ambition Mods.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
See what I mean? I knew this was going to happen.
Well, they've just taken the same design and given it to someone else to do.
No, just look at what everyone's voting.
Oh, what they're voting?
I'll sell it then for a $5.
What? But it's still Sunbox. Why is it going to be? Why is it going to
Sunbox
be?
just hasn't got. Do you know what faffs me off about this one on the screen? Are them horrible engraved fucking cogs. They are hideous. Absolutely hideous. Hang on,
But you
hang on.
can-
Matt. I would like to say, right, you think that looks dog shit. Yeah? However, you voted that in. You voted this piece of shit in. Said that you vape it and you keep it. But yet, something with a little bit of quality, okay, it looks crap, but with a little bit of quality, you put it in the bin. The irony.
Oh, really? Everybody been
But
there?
to be honest,
know.
the
I
door
don't
is
understand
easy
it.
to replace. That door is easy to make a new door, and whatever color you want.
So, do you think it's called the 2.0 box mod with only one X? Because it's supposed to be the second, the box Mark II.
That's true, Ben. That's true. Where did you put it, Ben? You've not voted.
Ben-
Oh no, he binned it as well. Fuck off! You can shut up and all.
I'm the only one that put vape in it. I like the looks of that better than the box mod. If it was a toss up between the box and the 2.0 box, I'd go for this one. Wouldn't you?
Neither.
I think I prefer the
Again,
first one.
The button placement, no.
Well, it's no different to the where the button is on the box.
Yeah, I'm saying
Okay.
I would
You-
bin
you
both.
wouldn't- You'd been both, right? Okay, all right.
Right, I'm trying to work out, and this is one thing I hate. Let me move that out of the way. Can you see? You can't see my mouse. Right, to the right of the screen, is that an indent or a balloon? Does it go in or out?
What are you talking about? On the box?
I think it goes in because you can see the corner sticking out just on the bottom of it, just under the airflow.
But if you
Well,
look
let
at the
me-
bottom piece, I think they've got the lighting wrong because it looks as though it balloons.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm being
yeah, I see.
pedantic. I'm being pedantic.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, you're quite right. Actually, yeah, I'm looking at it going. Oh, it does look like.
Yeah,
it
but look
blends,
at the
but-
opposite side of it. You can see that again it's sticking out the corner on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
they're indents. Yeah,
Who cares? It's shit either way.
it wouldn't work as a balloon, would it? It's an optical illusion. But yeah, I'm with you.
And that, my friends, is another poubelle.
Poubelle. Now, this next one isn't such like a quirky or new device. It's just I found this picture and thought that's a nice version. So we are in the Limelight section and we are talking a freehand M, but in what seems like a special stab wood block.
Okay. That is a nice block.
And that kind of block actually reminds me of a lot of blocks that Stu makes, Chandler, where he puts in like some wood in like very symmetrical way in the one side or the back of the mod.
Yeah,
The blocks he makes.
Stu's very
Pine
good
cone.
with that sort of thing.
Pine cone, yeah. Thanks, Matt.
There you go.
It doesn't.
I mean,
That looks like a skunk's vertebrae.
I mean,
Or it could
So-
could be a baby badger.
yeah, that'd work. Or maybe a squirrel.
Possibly. Rabbit.
Ah, yeah. Slightly bigger. So yeah, rabbit. Rabbit'd work.
Definitely not a hamster.
No,
Definitely
no,
not
no.
a vole.
Still a bit too big for a guinea pig as well, I think.
I don't know. Our guinea pigs are quite fat.
Okay.
No. they
Fossilized fish skeleton.
can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Could it be a troglodyte?
It could be a midget.
The spine of a midget? Yeah.
Or possibly just the neck. You've got to be gentle with their necks.
Oh, Phil, you party pooper. Yeah, we know it's a pine cone.
I'm assuming this is a one-off because you're not going to get loads of similar blocks, are you?
I'm going to say what? Pine cones? What?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That's all right. That's quite nice. And you weirdos, I'm sure. Let's have a look. My money's on.
Buttons
Matt's
on the-
put it in the bin. No, he's not. He has got some taste then, unlike his taste in beer.
Never sure about buttons on the bottom though.
No. You always
Well,
wonder.
that's fine. They're kind of like indented so you don't sit it on. It's
You've got to be
like
careful you don't stick your finger too far in, do you, on the bottom?
I like the way Mick's put. I haven't seen Jimmy cranky in a while. So,
It's like with this channel, so they're like indented.
okay. All right. Okay.
I've got ABBA Chiquitica in my head, and it won't go away.
Chiquitita di 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 di.
No, I've got Chicken Tikka in my head.
Chicken tikka.
That sounds like someone who used an ABBA song for a promotional video
Yeah.
for their curries.
Sounds like something Iceland would do. And Kerry Katona. Chicken Tikka.
Oh, I always forget you have a supermarket chain called Iceland, which is just the weirdest thing. in the world.
I'll tell you
Why?
what. The Iceland is...
They sell frozen food.
Iceland is what got me through when I first moved out of home. We had an Iceland on Narborough Road, right? And it was the point that you realise, you know what? I can afford to eat.
Yeah, and
could
not
literally
cook.
you
And
could-
not cook.
Yeah, you could fill your freezer and eat for a tenner for the week.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get me wrong, it was shit.
It was shitty. Shove it in a microwave. Press. Wait 4 minutes. Ping.
Exactly.
Eat.
You'd know, Matt. You'd know.
Yeah. Alan, we don't know exactly how much it cost that freehand. I would maybe presume 250, 300 quid ish.
I guess so.
Yeah. Carry Katona and make some. What? Oh. Got it now. Okay, last one up is for you to judge something that Mark showed you earlier. And I have to say, This is the one you're voting on. It's the piss version. You cannot choose a different color or whatever. Say, no, I would take it in white and then I would vape it.
Oh.
This one, it's the piss take version. Go.
Oh. Matt, you wouldn't even give it a toot. David, you wouldn't give it a toot. Ben, you wouldn't give it a toot. Come on, toot. You're all flogging it. These people are fucking wrong uns.
Come on,
flogging
dude. It's stabilized
What?
piss. Who would want that?
You'd have a go.
No.
It's
No.
like pulling a ladyboy in Thailand. You'd have a go, wouldn't you? You'd have a quick toot. You'd have
A ladyboy, maybe, yeah, but
but definitely not.
not a piss mod. You know, that's two different
Okay.
things. You cannot compare that.
We now know Martin's standards here.
Yeah, Alex, I probably would, but just the fact that it's stabilized piss. Fuck off.
If it was clear blue.
Can't open the bin.
I'd take the yellow one.
Alex, are we talking about the ladyboy in Thailand or the mod? What I would
I'd
sit on.
try it, then sell it. No, but so you vape it, David. You've got the premise
Then
wrong.
you
What's
have
the
to vape.
first thing you do with it?
David, we're so disappointed. You still haven't gotten the name of the game.
Mick, is that an analogy? Is that a double entendre? Double entendre? Or are you talking about AIOs?
I think he's talking about Thailand.
I like that. Matt, he'd sell it and buy one that was a better colour.
I'm not massively offended by it. I don't
No.
know. One thing that, hang on, pitch can fuck off a minute. I hate snap. Can I close this? I'm gonna have my vote. I'd vape it before I sold it, but let's get rid of it. Right.
I'll fill the tank and use it as a spirit level. Genius, dude.
What I don't like is snappy magnetic covers for no reason. I hate it. Do you know fucking snappy glasses cases? Them. It just. Oh no, that I get that. That's fine on there.
Oh, okay.
But like Martin's, haven't you got like a silly little panel that snaps on for no reason?
On what?
On that blue thing you've got.
Well, that goes into it. Doesn't snap on. It's
No,
in a-
that's fine. I can live with that. But is it snappy?
Oh, has it got magnets on
is,
it?
But it's still like it's in a. No.
It's not got magnets in.
Yeah, it's got magnets on the top
No,
to keep it.
I hate snappy magnets.
No, but this snaps onto. This has no lip around. This one has where it goes down into it. Same as with the Delro and the other ones.
with this here
It doesn't
fucking
need the
wicket,
magnets, does it, really?
with this wicket thing, right? They've got this here. I'm moving my mouse again. What covers up the borough with a
Yes.
snappy fucking spectacle case cover. I fucking hate it. I hate unnecessary magnetic covers and panels. I think they're horrible.
The main reason is because I sit and fiddle with them. I just sit and do this with my billet all the time.
Yeah. There's just no need for it.
It drives the missus up the wall.
No, you would love my Penix door then. Snappy, no rail, still nice to fiddle with. No. 9. Not happening.
9. Don't fiddle with your penis pen. Penix.
And if you've got a magnetic cover, man, I've got to see that.
Magnetic cover for his Penix.
That depends if you're circumcised or not. Maybe. I don't know.
It's obviously got a piercing down there somewhere. It just snaps too. Oh dear. Ben, what?
But
So-
you know what depends with my penis?
So, right, to run down the show. Geek Bar shutting down counterfeiters.
Marvelous.
We're getting in some nicotine sweet whiskey toothpicks.
Yeah.
E-cigarettes available on the NHS. Our audience have got shit taste. Ben has got a snappy flap somewhere that we don't need to know about. And that's us done.
Hey,
Yeah, it is.
like it.
Cool. Well, 2 weeks in a row. Let's see if we make it 3 next week.
Don't see why not.
Let's see if Ben finally has the cojones to come on.
He was busy.
I don't know, what did we promise last week that he would come on this week? Because he was like, you promised last week. I didn't remember we did that. Did we do that?
He said he was busy. He's got stuff for work to plan for, and he wants to come on. He wants to come on with content. So,
But I don't remember us promising it last week. What day is it today? I don't know.
I'll do a shy. Cool. Right. On that note, I suppose I ought to get you the link to come and play for a bit. Paste it in. Send it there. We could end it or just wait for everyone to pile in and then end it.
I just run VT.
Nah.
Nah.
Let's see who's going to come in before we end. I know Paul won't care. Oh.
No, shut it down. Shut it down. They will close the channel. Come on.
As our first. Oh, we've got Mr. Payne.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the shit show. The show, I mean.
You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
muted.
Yeah. Maybe we should take that off, Mark.
I keep meaning to. I forgot.
Take what off? Oh, the mute thing.
Oh shit! I think we should call it a day
Roll
about
credits,
now
but
because
he's
Paul's
still
here.
muted.
So,
He's still muted.
thank you very much for joining us. We will see you next Tuesday. Oh shit, Phil as well. Yeah, they're all coming in. They're all coming in. Right, if you want to swing by, say hello, pop in, say hi. There's plenty of people here to abuse. But thank you very much for joining us. We will see you next Tuesday. Adios, motherfuckers.